We are continuing on in chapter 4 with transformations. Today we're going to be doing the composition of transformations. What does that mean? Well, that just means that we're going to be doing more than one transformation at a time. That could include a translation or slide. It could do a reflection, it could do a rotation, or it could do a dilation. And we're going to do multiples of those. All right, let's just review real quick a couple of important shortcuts or info if you want to review this. When we say reflect over a line, x equals a number, that is a vertical line through the x-axis at that number. If we say reflect across y equals a number, that is a horizontal line through the y-axis at that number. If we say reflect across the line y equals x, remember what that causes to do is the rule says we take the x and the y and we swap their position in the ordered pair. If we reflect across the line y equals negative x, then we flip their position and we change to their opposite sign. So it becomes opposite of y, comma, opposite of x. That's some of our reflection shortcuts. Remember, when we're rotating, if we're rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise, then what we simply do is we go x and y, they swap locations, and the y value becomes its opposite. When we reflect 180 degrees, we keep x and y in their same location, but we make them the opposite sign. And if we rotate 270 degrees, we swap the x and the y, and we make the x its opposite sign. Okay, so those are just some shortcuts. So let's give this a shot. So on this, what you're going to do is you're just going to go in order. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do this translation. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take each point, we're going to add 5 to the x, add 1 to the y. So at B, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. And this will be B prime. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. A prime, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. This will be C prime. We connect those. Now, we want to also fill in the ordered pairs. So we're going to fill in the points. So remember, we could do this. Translation's kind of easy. If you just take the x value, -4, add 5 to it, that would put you at 1. 1 plus 1 would get you 2. B prime, -2 plus 5 is 3. 1 plus 1, that's going to put us at 2. And -2 plus 5, that is 3. -2 plus 1 is -1. And you'll notice those match. Now what we're going to do is we are now going to take and we are going to dilate by a scale factor of k equals 3. So what we're going to do is take those ordered pairs from A prime and we're going to multiply those by 3. So that's going to turn into A double prime will be at 3, 6. B double prime will be at 9, 6. C double prime will be at 9, -3. So if we come over here and graph this one now, 3, 6, and that is going to be A double prime. B prime will be at 9, 6, and that is B double prime. And then C double prime is at 9, -3. So we take those, we connect those, and that is our image after we do both transformations. We translate it, and then we get the dilation. Make sure that you put the correct tick marks on it, depending on which one you have. Let's try another one here. So on this one, we're going to reflect. So we're going to start there. We're going to reflect across the line x equals -1. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that in. X equals -1 is a vertical line through the x-axis at -1. So now we're going to reflect this over. So we're 2 away for B. So 1, 2. B prime is going to be here. A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will be our C prime. We connect those. So now let's write those ordered pairs in. So A prime is going to be at 4, 3. B prime is going to be at 1, 3. C prime is going to be at 4, negative 3. Okay? Now we're going to take that and we are going to rotate 270 degrees counterclockwise. So remember when we do that, the ordered pair that we get is we swap the y and the x value and we make the x value its opposite. So this is going to be 4, 3, and we make the x value its opposite, so it would be a negative 4. For B prime, double prime, we're going to go 3, 1, and we make the x value its opposite. For C double prime, we'll go negative 3, 4, and we make the 4 its opposite. So now we go to graph those. So we go 3, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is A double prime. 3, negative 1. That is B double prime. And I'm just going to move this A out of the way a little bit here. And then we're going to graph C. C is at negative 3, negative 4. And that is going to be C double prime. Now, you can kind of double check yourself just to make sure you didn't do anything silly. If you think about it, B and A are in quadrant 1. If we rotate that 270 degrees counterclockwise, that would put it into quadrant 4, which they are. Also, C is in quadrant 4. If we rotate 270, that would put it in quadrant 3. So that's an easy way to kind of double check to see if you're doing that right. And that's how that transformation composition would look. All right, let's try another one here. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do a rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise. So to do that, remember the ordered pair is we swap the x and the y, but this time we make the y value negative. So 0, 8 is going to become negative 8, 0. And 10, 4 is going to become negative 4, 10. So then we come over here to graph it. So negative 2, 2. There is my A prime. B prime is at negative 8, 0. And C prime is at negative 4, 10. So we connect those. Okay, and there is our first transformation. Okay, we did our rotation. Now we're going to come back and we're going to reflect that rotation across the line y equals negative x. Now remember, when it's y equals negative x, we swap the x and the y and we change both of their signs. So we're going to swap them, and that would make negative 2 positive 2. We swap them, that would make 0, 8. And we swap them, and that would make negative 10 positive 4. Now remember, y equals negative x is the diagonal line going through the origin with a slope of a negative 1. So I'm reflecting over that line. So when we look at this, we start in, ooh, that line got kind of crooked on me. I'm going to just fix that real quick. So as we come into graph this, okay, so we're going to start off, and you'll notice here that A double prime is at the exact same point. That is because that is on the line of reflection. Next, 0, 8. Okay, so that is going to be B double prime. And then our last one is negative 10, 4, which is going to be C double prime. Make sure that you have all of your tick marks correct. And there is our new image after both transformations. And that is how we do composition. The biggest key there is making sure that you're checking each piece off, making sure that you're following the rules that abide. Okay, and that is composition of transformations.